Hey guys, how are you doing? It's Bella, the founder of the Embody Wellness Institute and the creator of the Sensefulness Method, which is all about relearning the language of our body and the senses and how our body is constantly communicating with us to guide us to the very things that are good for us, for our physical health, mental well-being, and for manifesting the life that we desire. Except we don't listen to it because we haven't learned how to be connected to that language. There's a lot of separate pieces of information coming out around this topic, but I feel like they are not complete. And I'm gonna share which ones I think that are connected to this. If you're studying this, there's a better way to look at this. So for example, there's a neuroscience is talking about how we can transform our genes by the power of our thought. For example, Bruce Lipton has created a whole scientific study, a lot of studies actually, to show that if we change the way that we think, then we can transform not only our chemical state in the body, but we can actually change our gene expression and actual physical outcomes in our health. There are also a lot of manifestation theories that show how we can, by changing, attract the law of attraction, by changing our vibration, attract different things into our life that we desire. However, despite knowing that this is true, I also know that it's extremely difficult to change how we think because 95% of our thoughts are within the realm of the subconscious. So while we think we know everything about ourselves and what we think, actually 95% of all our thoughts happen at a subconscious level without us realizing it. So you might think, what I'm actually asking the universe to bring me is money and my new business. But in reality, in your subconscious, there are all these thoughts about how you're unworthy or how you were scared of getting a big business because that's going to make you work hard, whatever it is. And it's that subconscious thought that is attracting the inability to manifest your dream. In the same way that, why do we attract a lot of issues and diseases and problems? It's not like we actually want it, but in our subconscious, we have a lot of fears and shadows that attract undesirable things into our lives. So the methodology that I've created integrates knowledge from all of these fields with the physical tools that I've collected and acquired from all these different, both Western scientific research as well as Eastern studies and philosophies, which combine this beautiful wisdom and knowledge that holds the keys to how we really reconnect to our body and work with it, work to unravel its magic and its ability to be well on a physical level, constantly see our ability to create the reality that we're creating. How does this work? It's very simple. The same way that our thoughts alter our chemical states, we can create these chemical states with movement, with certain exercises, like inner alchemy exercises, the manipulation of our breathing techniques, inner musculature, and lots of exercises that you've never heard of. I promise, it's this knowledge, I feel like it's been hidden from us from generations, and I have been really lucky to be in touch with really incredible teachers who have taught me some of the things that are just not out there. And so our body is able to really transform our chemistry with simple manipulations of breath, movements, exercises, and shifting our mindset. When you work these two things together, you actually not only elevate your vibration in this esoteric sense, but in a physical, chemical way. And that's why I call it pleasurable wellness, because pleasure can be measured in our body. If we measured, you before these exercises and after these exercises that I show you, and I'm gonna prove this one day, you will see an elevation, an increase in serotonin, in dopamine, in all of these other physical indicators, like your heart rate will decrease, your blood pressure will decrease. And this is because when we inject our body with feel-good hormones, we are stimulating our immune system, we're stimulating all of the system, digestive system, our brain starts going into the wavelengths that are conducive to creativity, to manifesting the reality that we want. We don't manifest in the beta wavelength. The beta is that confusing, like our mind is all over the place. We don't manifest things there. We manifest in the delta waves, right? When we're in almost like a hypnotic state. And that state can be induced not just through the mind, but with the body, with techniques in the body. And that's what I really want to share with you guys. And then not only that, we also, by doing all of these mind-body techniques, what is really key is we go from our nervous system being in a sympathetic response, so the stress response, the fight or flight response, to the activation of our vagus nerves, to the parasympathetic system activating. And when that happens, you literally are turning the switch off and on. And so your body goes into its healing mode. When it's in fight or flight, and this is unfortunately where most of us are living nowadays, because of all the stress at work, all the stress at home, all the news that we watch on TV, the noises, the subliminal messages that we get, all of that turns on our stress response. And when we're in that state, we are unable to turn on our healing systems. Our immune system is compromised, our digestive system is compromised, our libido is out of whack. We don't desire not just other people, but ourselves. We feel disinterested in our lives. So all of that is not, something mystical. They're tools that are very simple that you can use on a daily basis, exercises together with the mindset techniques that you might have heard of that are a little more out there now, but are kind of difficult to accomplish. But if you combine these two things, I promise you will start seeing results almost immediately. So now I finally compiled all of this knowledge. I'm still learning, and this is my life's purpose. I have dedicated myself to this. I could be making a lot of money working for international institutions, doing what I was doing before, but I really believe that it's time for us to empower ourselves with everything that is sitting right here. We are the divine beings, and we can transform our health, well-being, and manifest the reality that we want in our world. All it takes is learning some of these tools, and I'm here to share them with you. So some of it I've already accumulated and created online courses with incredible professionals that are available for you to purchase at a very affordable price. I have created one-on-one sessions in packages just long enough so that you can see the shift in your life. And I am not a therapist. I'm not gonna, take you through sessions that don't show results in years of therapy. I don't believe in that, even though I studied psychology. So there are 10 to 12 sessions that really transform you from point A to point B, whatever that point you decide you want to be at. So I have online courses, one-on-one sessions, and journeys that are 8-week journeys that we go together in a group. One of them is coming up soon. It's called In Love with Life, which is about creating that sense of awe and desire in your life on a physical and mental level to see the life that you want appear around, not waiting for it to happen. It doesn't work that way. And finally, I have in-person events. You might have seen them advertised. They're really fun, enjoyable dance classes and some retreat modalities like breathing and interactive tools that we learn together. Why? Because when we move and when we are in this collective force energy putting our energies together, we can really transform our mindsets, we can transform our energetic fields, and we can really shift realities. And guess what? We're living in times where there's a window of opportunity for us to really transcend and transform into a different era, into a new reality. But only those of us that learn and empower ourselves, knowing that we can and we are our own saviors, that we can really shift from this miserable state we're living to the state of empowerment and well-being, we'll be able to shift to this new era. If you're ready for this and you need some support, because I know it could be really challenging to live in this world that's bombarding us with only negative information and how difficult it is to get there, I'm here for you, and all of these incredible professionals that I've put together are there to help you. Reach out. Don't wait one day longer. Love you and hope you enjoy your life to the fullest.